And, all right, today, Michelle made us this great slideshow that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about flu season. And I want to say thank you to California Pizza Kitchen for sponsoring this. So our health corner is going to be about flu season coming up. All right, but first we're going to go over last week's Healthy Habit Challenge. So last week, I believe Michelle had you guys choose one fact or tip from our health corner about bacteria and practice it or teach it to someone this week. And then also to remind and teach one person about the importance of hand washing. Would anyone like to share what they did? Here, let me see if I can. I can't take you guys off mute now. We'll come back to this at the end, all right? Oh, there we go. If anybody wants to unmute and share if they participated in the challenge, you can unmute yourselves. Did anybody do this? Anybody took a tip from last week about bacteria? Yeah? No? All right. We'll move on then. Let me mute everybody. All right, so like I said, we're going to be talking about flu season, but what is flu season? Flu season refers to the time of year when many people get sick with the flu. It is especially important during this time to take precautions to keep yourself and those around you healthy. What is the flu? The flu is a respiratory illness, which is right in the lungs, and it's caused by the influenza virus. Yes, the stomach bug, Kyle. Respiratory illnesses affect the nose, throat, and sometimes the lungs. So it's all about breathing in and breathing out. That's the respiratory illness, right? So influenza is the kind of virus that spreads the flu. So when is flu season? Well, we want to be especially careful during these months to take care of our health. We can boost our immune system by eating lots of whole foods, getting enough sleep, and exercising regularly. Yes, Kailani, the stomach ache definitely comes with a big stomach ache. So flu season in the United States typically falls from fall to winter, usually beginning around October and ending around late May. So we're coming up on flu season. Yes, sick. We're coming up on flu season. We're kind of, happening upon it. So we all got to really be careful to, do everything we can to boost our immune system. And like Michelle put in the PowerPoint, eating a lot of whole foods. I know she's talked to you a lot about that. Getting enough sleep and exercising regularly, which hopefully you are all doing all three of those things. Those are super important to prevent flu. So some common flu symptoms, if you feel these symptoms, consider asking to be tested for the flu. So a lot of the symptoms can be either or. If you have these things, doesn't necessarily mean the flu, but also that's a good sign that you might have the flu. The fever or feeling feverish / chills, a cough, a sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, muscle or body aches, headaches. Yes, definitely Kailani, headaches. Kyle, the cold. Yeah, a lot of these symptoms can also be a cold, but a lot of them can be the flu as well. Fatigue, or when you're really tired. Yes, a sore throat, Gilbert. Some people may have vomiting and diarrhea, though this is more common in children than adults. So these are all big indicators or signs that you might be coming down with the flu, might not be feeling so good. Yes, a runny nose, Gilbert. So how does the flu spread? Flu viruses spread mainly by tiny droplets made when people who are sick cough, sneeze, or talk. These droplets can land in the mouths or noses of people who are nearby. So we talked about how it's a respiratory disease, which has to deal with how you breathe, right? So you're breathing in and out, and that's how it can spread. So the little droplets from when you talk or cough or sneeze, those can spread to other people and give them the flu if you have the flu. So less often, a person might also get the flu by touching a surface or object that has the influenza virus on it. Like me, I have a little bit of cough, so I'm staying home so nobody gets my cough, right? Because that can spread. So, and then if you touch this object that has the influenza virus on it, and then touch your own mouth, nose, or eyes, you could potentially or quite possibly get the flu from that way. All right. So how can we protect ourselves and others from the flu? The first thing we can do is wash our hands. That is super important. Washing our hands keeps us healthy to prevent the spread of infections like the flu. Germs can spread from person to person or from surfaces to people when you, 1, touch your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. 2, prepare or eat food or drinks with unwashed hands. 3, touch surfaces or objects that have germs on them. Or 4, blow your nose, cough, or sneeze into hands and then touch other people's hands or common objects. So yes, washing our hands keeps everything clean. Yes, it keeps us healthy. Wash with soap and water. Definitely, guys, you got it. So it definitely keeps us from spreading it to other people, which is super important because we don't want to be sick, but we also don't want to get other people sick. That would be not very nice. So when should we wash our hands? Oops, we'll go back. When should we wash our hands? So there's a lot of times where we should wash our hands. If anybody wants to put it in the chat, if you think you know. Otherwise, we should wash our hands before eating, right? Because if we prepare or eat food or drinks with unwashed hands, yes, before eating, Gilbert, we want to wash our hands after using the bathroom. We want to wash our hands after being out in public, touching surfaces or objects. Yes, all kinds of stuff. So yes, or trash, definitely. You want to wash your hands after you blow your nose or cough or sneeze, so that you prevent from spreading to other people, or when you touch other people's hands or common objects. Those are all good times to wash your hands. Yes, before dinner and breakfast and lunch, Kailani. Great job. So the second way we can prevent the flu is by getting the flu shot. Influenza viruses changes slightly, so there is a new vaccine developed every year to help protect us from it. So, oops. Sorry, technical difficulty. There we go. And one of the best ways we can protect ourselves and others from the flu is by getting vaccinated. The flu shot helps our immune system fight off the flu. Is anyone going to get the flu shot this year? I'm going to get it. Yeah, I'm going to get it this week. It's a good time to get it before flu season starts so that you don't get sick already, right? So the flu vaccine can definitely really help. And like Michelle put on PowerPoint, it's really important to get it every year because the virus changes a little bit every single year. So that's why we have to get a new shot, because it's not the same as last year. So there's a new vaccine for the new virus. And a third way is to cover your nose and mouth when you're sneezing or coughing. So remember, the flu spreads by tiny droplets when someone who is sick coughs, sneezes, or speaks. To minimize the spread of germs, we should always cover our nose and mouth when coughing. So as you can see on this little diagram, it's called the bat wing. Cough right into there. Blow your nose into a tissue or sneeze. I sometimes go like this. Any way you can cover it. Yes, that is good. So after coughing and sneezing, be sure to wash your hands. combining all of these things in order to prevent getting the flu and spreading the flu. So stay home if you don't feel well. So just like me today, I don't feel well, so I'm staying home, right? Because I don't want anyone else at Special Olympics to get sick. So it's really good to, make sure that you're listening to your body and getting how you feel and understanding how you feel. And if you don't feel very well, try not to go outside into public where you're going to be around a lot of people. When we're sick, staying home and resting can help us recover more quickly. Yes, definitely, Gilbert. Yes, Kyle, don't go to school sick. You don't want to get any of your peers sick. You don't want to go to work sick. It's not very fun getting other people sick, definitely. So staying home will also protect the people around us. We do not want to spread our illness to others. So these are two really great reasons in order to stay home if you don't feel well. Like we talked about, don't want to get others sick, but then also it'll help you recover and help you be healthier. If you get some rest and get some sleep, those things all help boost our immune system. Eating healthy, those can all make us recover faster from our sickness. Yes, guys, you don't want to visit friends or family, don't go to work, practice in school sick. Yes, definitely. So also mask up. So if you're unable to distance from others or stay home when not feeling well, be sure to wear a mask. This simple gesture can protect those around us from getting sick. If you think you might be around someone who is sick, also wear a mask to protect yourself and your loved ones. So we're all very familiar with masks the past couple of years. We've all been wearing masks. We've all been, doing our best to keep ourselves safe, keep our family safe, our friends, our teammates, right? We've been wearing masks at Special Olympics events. We've been able to, wear masks when being close to people, especially when we're indoors. When we're outside, it's gotten a little bit less strict, but still it's good when you're not feeling well, no matter where you are, inside or out. Yes, Gilbert, wear a face mask. So no matter where you are, who you're seeing, if you don't feel well and you need to go outside or you need to go do something, make sure you're wearing a face mask. Of course, if you're really sick with the flu though, you really should stay home. All right. Yes, Nicole, Wayne. All right, everybody. I am going to take you all off mute. You can all unmute yourselves and we'll have a little discussion about this. How about that? All right. So does anybody firstly have any questions about flu season?
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice of her. Let me go. Oh, I'm sorry. You're on.
Gilbert. Gilbert, I see you raised your hand. Do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. So, and also, how do we not get sick?
How do you not get sick? Yes. So that's a great question. So we can never fully ever present fully getting sick. Sometimes it happens when we don't mean to, when we do everything right? Sometimes we're wearing a mask, we are washing our hands, we're eating healthy, getting a lot of sleep. Sometimes it just happens, but by doing the things we talked about in this presentation, you can definitely lower your chances of getting sick, right? So I know you put in the chat some really good things. So yeah, you don't go to work, practice in school when you're sick, stay home and rest, but also wash your hands, wear a mask, all of those things. Oh, Nicole Kelly, yes, I see your hand is up.
Yeah, and so that means it's a no work and don't go to work or school or anything. That's including a day program, right?
Yes. So if you're feeling sick, you don't want to go to day programs, you don't want to come to practice. Yes, Kailani, you don't want to go to Special Olympics, you don't want to go to school, work, wherever, because you don't want to spread your sickness, right? And that's only if we're feeling sick or we know we're sick, right?
Yep.
If you're feeling all right, it's totally okay to go out and go do things, right? So Yeah, definitely. And another big way, Gilbert, to go back to your question real quick, to not get sick, a big way, like we talked about, is getting vaccinated, getting the flu vaccine. That will definitely really help you not get the flu.
Oh,
at least
yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
really
Allison,
chances. Yes, Nicole.
I also wear a mask when I go to
Awesome.
program.
Yes, Nicole, that's awesome. That's great from preventing it from anybody else spreading it to you, especially if you're not sick at the moment. It's really smart to wear a mask so that other people aren't giving it to you. So awesome job, guys. Any more questions? Seth, I know you said no questions. Yes, Kailani, don't go to practice. No, don't go to gymnastics, Nicole Wayne, you're right. No more questions, guys? We'll move on. All right. So Michelle has some, yes, don't forget to double mask if you go outside. Yes, that is important. All right, so Michelle has set some healthy habit challenges. So choose one fact or tip from our health corner about bacteria and practice it or teach it to someone this week. Oh, is this from, sorry guys, I messed up. I thought this was from last week. This must be from this week. All right, and
I'm gonna be in
remind,
the back. I'm gonna be in the back.
remind/teach one person about the importance of hand washing this week. All right. So we're going to choose one tip from this health corner and practice or teach it to someone else this week. Right. So we can all practice it. Maybe you're getting your flu vaccine this week. Maybe you're gonna, make sure you get enough sleep. Maybe you're gonna make sure you're eating whole foods, doing stuff to boost your immune system. You might really be careful about washing your hands after going out in public or, coming into contact with someone who's sick. So one of those tips that we talked about today, a lot of you put good stuff in the chat. So there's that. And then also another thing is remind or teach one person about the importance of hand washing this week. So this health corner, yes, mask at softball practice, awesome. So this health corner will be on YouTube, so you guys can go back and watch it. And if you need any reminders about any tips or tricks to stop the spread of the flu. And if you haven't already, schedule an appointment for or get your flu shot. That's a great way to practice something from Health Corner this week, right? I'm going to get my flu shot this week. So, and yes, next week, you guys can come prepared to share it next week's Health Corner. I'll be sure to ask Michelle what you guys do. I'll be interested to hear. And Michelle will be back next Monday. So yes, she is currently at a MedFest, so she couldn't make it. And I'm Allison filling in for her. So thank you guys for letting me come on to Health Corner and take over for the day. So awesome. If you guys have any health questions, Paleo Meliola questions, or ideas, incentive questions, or song requests for the dances, you can email Michelle at ha@sohawaii.org. Like always. Yes, thank you, Kailani. And remember, like I said, this or any presentation, any of our other presentations will be on YouTube, so you can go back and watch them. If you need a little reminder about flu season and say it gets to be Wednesday and you're like, oh, I want to go practice something from this health corner. I forgot, what do I need to do? You can come back and watch this presentation, all right? And then we will see you all on Wednesday. Oh no, my computer. Oops. Let's see.
Allison.
Oh yes, hang on just a second, Nicole. See you all on Wednesday for the Zumba workout with Coach Tanya. The ID is 815-3406-5939. And that's Wednesday, September 28th at 3:30. Zumba with Tanya. That'll be super fun. I love Zumba. All right, let me stop the recording.